Today is one of the most exciting videos of the year. I'm bringing you my 2019 beauty favorites, so if you want to see what they are, then keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, we're talking about my 2019 beauty favorites. Before we get into the video, if you're new around here, I hope you would consider subscribing down below so you can keep up to date on all my videos. Without further ado, let's talk about some favorites from 2019. I will say right from get-go that I tried to keep it quite small and minimal and focus on products that I really enjoyed using this year, that I really got a lot of use out of, used consistently, instead of just randomly mentioning a whole bunch of products. So this is quite a small, probably concise capsule edition of 2019 beauty favorites, but these are some really good products, not gonna lie. So we might start off with this random guy right on top. It is a bit of a tool, and this is the little kind of travel makeup bag that I got gifted from Collaros Makeup. They sent this little bag to me in PR, but I've actually found this super handy. So I've been using this as a kind of vessel for my dirty makeup brushes. Instead of putting these guys back in my brush roll when I'm working on clients, I've been putting them in here so I don't like cross-contaminate between the dirty brushes and the clean brushes. So I've been putting them in here. I can simply zip it back up and then bring them home to do like a deep clean on. So this has been really handy for me, and I have really found it handy just having something really nice and flat in my makeup kit that I can just crack open, crack out. And it's also handy having this on like a counter while I'm working. I can switch between brushes if I'm using them all on the same client. I can quickly switch between brushes instead of making my makeup space look super dirty and like messy by throwing brushes back on the counter. I don't like how that looks. I don't like having a messy workspace. I like to keep it quite clean. So I found this really handy to just like keep dirty brushes upright in, and then if I need to go back in with like the blush brush or something like that, I can grab the brush back out and use it on the client again. So yeah, I've been really enjoying using this product. Next we might mention, what the hell, let's mention some more products from Collaros. So these are, Collaros was one of probably the best discoveries of 2019 for me. They came out with the Futurism eyeshadow palette. So I purchased all 5 of these palettes with my own money. I've done a look using all of these. I've also done a multi-palette bingo using these. So I will leave the Collaros Makeup playlist up in the corner where you can get access to each one of the videos that I did on these palettes, as well as the multi-palette bingo. But these palettes are beautiful. The Collaros formula is beautiful, and I love how Collaros, in my opinion, really excelled and aced the capsule palettes this year. They really excelled, and I think that other brands should take note because these palettes are phenomenal, and I love the packaging, I love the design, I love the concept, and I just think they are really good palettes. They complement each other, they work independently, they can be used on the eyes, they can be used on the face, they can use as highlighters. These are really beautiful palettes, and I really enjoy every time I grab these out. I use this one actually quite a lot. This is the Astro Pink palette, and you can probably guess why I use this palette quite a lot. But this purpley color, when you use it with like a light hand, it looks really beautiful. Whenever I do a look using this purple like on the outer corner and then this shimmery pink color on the lid, I always get loads and loads of compliments. So I really like this palette. I really like all of these palettes. And then again, this green one here, this is the Sci-Fi Green. Beautiful colors, and these are quite unique to my collection. I normally don't grab for like grungy green colors, but the look that I did using this palette, the looks I have done using this palette have been really beautiful, and I've enjoyed the green aspect of this palette. And then the other ones, like the neons, are beautiful, the turquoise one's beautiful. they're all beautiful. I love them. I highly recommend them. I think they're stellar quality, and I think if you get any of these palettes, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Now, the last palette that I have thoroughly been enjoying this year, and I did not think that I would like this palette when I picked it up. So I picked this one up as part of the Black Friday sales last year, but I didn't start using this until this year. And this is the Dose of Colours Marvelous Mauves palette. This is just a 5-pan eyeshadow palette with varying darknesses of a mauve color, and I use this palette all the time for my work makeup. I find these colors are really beautiful as like a natural kind of romantic everyday work makeup. I've nearly hit pan on one of the shades in here. That's how much I've used this palette this year, but I've really enjoyed this palette, and I think it pairs really well with a lot of shimmers that I have in my collection. So I think if you have a color scheme, or if there is a color scheme from Dose of Colours that you really like and you really gravitate towards, I would recommend picking them up, because these eyeshadows, it's a beautiful formula, and the palettes are so small that you can like take them anywhere with you. You can throw this in your handbag and like you wouldn't even notice because it's so small. Love Dose of Colours. Oh, and they have really good sales. I think for Black Friday last year, and I think this year as well, they did like 40% off site-wide. That's why I ended up picking this one up, because it ended up being super cheap. The next one is a late one to the edition, but I have been loving this palette since I picked it up, and it is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Quad in Ghost. So this is the quad that they came out with in their Christmas collection. This blush quad looks beautiful on so many different skin tones. I have used this on heaps of different clients and heaps of different models that I've used for photo shoots. I think that it is really pretty, and whenever I grab it out and use it, it always looks really natural and flawless on the skin. It doesn't emphasize any kind of texture, and it just looks really beautiful and glowy. I have another blush palette in my kit, and it is super chalky, and it just really grabs and doesn't look natural and smooth on the skin like this one does. So I really recommend this one if you are looking for some beautiful, glowy, youthful looking blushes, and there's a variety of colors in here as well. So I've used this on some of the models that I have done photo shoots with for my course so far, and it's always looked really pretty on those girls that I've used for my photo shoots. This is the Fasali Liquid Glass Drops. I thought that these were a massive gimmick, but I ended up picking these up. For my makeup kit, and I think that they look really nice on people's skin. I think it leaves like a really nice, healthy, moisturized glow to the skin, and you can like dab this over the top as well if you're wanting like an extra glow or emphasis on certain spots. It photographs really well as well. Like I said, any of the models that I have used this on for photo shoots for my course, it also has looked beautiful. I've used this on some mature clients as well. It's looked really nice, and I've also used this on some clients that have had really oily skin, but I've just kept it in areas that don't get as oily, and it's also looked really nice on them as well. So I think this is really good for helping you get a really nice, healthy, moisturized base to put foundation on over the top. We might move on to some more tools. Now I have a few here. The first few are from Ella Cosmetics. Now first of all is this beautiful makeup sponge right here. This is a brand new one. I haven't used it yet. I still have a dirty one in my collection, but I love these beauty sponges. I did a comparison earlier in the year comparing this to a beauty blender, and I discovered that I love these way more than beauty blenders. They are softer, they get bigger, fluffier, and they also have a flat side to them. So I think that these are really good. The flat side's really great for stamping in your concealer under your eyes, and they just get really soft and blend your makeup really well. And bonus is you can get 2 of these for the price of 1 beauty blender, so you can't go wrong with these. Another one from Ella Cosmetics is their little detail brush. This is like your traditional flat shader brush, except it's about, this is like your traditional flat shader brush, except it's about half the size. So if you have really small eyes and you want a brush that can really help you cut the crease or do like precision work on your lid, help you lay down any shimmers and keep it really tight on your eyelids. Really recommend this brush. I think it's a great little brush if you have smaller eyes, or even if you have bigger eyes but you want something really precise on there. Recommend this one as well. And then my next brushes are from Suva Beauty. Now I have 3 brushes here from them that I recommend. First is the 350. This is my favorite little detail smudger brush. I use this brush all the time for laying down color under my lower lash line. It helps keep it really tight to the lash line, but it also deposits a really good amount of color to keep the color there. So really keep the intensity of the color. I find that I don't like to bring the color under my eyes too far down from my lash line because I have creases on there, under there, and I feel, and if I get it in the creases, then it just travels down even further and it looks really, it doesn't look how I like my eyeshadow to look basically. So I like this brush because it keeps it really tight to the lash line, looks really nice, has a good intensity to the shadows, and it doesn't get the shadow caught in any of the creases under my eyes and have it traveling further. Then I also have 2 of their liner brushes here. This is the 610 and the 620. Absolutely love these little fine liner brushes. They are amazing for doing winged liner. They also work really well with their Hydra liner products. So yeah, if you want a liner brush, or if you're struggling with liner, maybe try using a smaller brush so you have a bit more control and you can work little by little a bit more than just throwing it on and then having to clean it up. I love these liner brushes. They are amazing for really precision liners as well. So really like these ones, and they're not too badly priced as well. You can get Suva Beauty from Discount Beauty Boutique in Australia. Next, my favorite highlighter of the year. This was a late discovery in the year, but it is the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. I picked this one up after Teresa is Dead was raving about this product, as well as a number of other smaller YouTubers. Picked this one up, absolutely love this highlighter. I'm actually wearing it on my cheeks today. I think it looks really nice and natural, and it leaves like that wet look to the skin rather than like a really intense highlight. It's obviously definitely noticeable, but I feel like it definitely looks and melds into the skin really nicely. The Fenty Gloss Bombs. Now I was really skeptical about these. I was like, they can't be that good. A gloss can't be that good. So I did end up picking up, I think it was Fenty Glow, and it was Fussy. I picked up this full size for my kit, and I just continue to use these a lot on models and clients. I use them consistently, so I decided to pick up the mini size for myself, and I've been really enjoying these on my own lips. It's a really comfortable formula. The smell is really nice on them, and it's not like overly tacky or stringy, and I just think it's a really good gloss formula, and I would recommend it. I've seen people go through these like you wouldn't believe. So people don't normally go through lip glosses that fast, but I've seen people repurchase these like 2 and 3 times. So I think that's a good indication of the fact that they're a decent gloss. The next one is a skincare product, and this is the Andalou Naturals Canasil Beauty Oil. Now I discovered this product this year. I got this sent to me through Beauty Crew, which is part of, I think it's Marie Claire magazine. This is the 2nd bottle that I have purchased and the 3rd bottle that I have used. So I really like this beauty oil. I use this of a nighttime as like my nighttime moisturizer. My skin responds so well to this, and I just really enjoy how it sinks into my skin. It doesn't leave my skin overly greasy, and I was super skeptical of hemp oils, but it seems my skin responds really well to them. So I have purchased this over and over again already, and I'm ready to repurchase another bottle because this one is empty. My skin loves this stuff, so I'm gonna keep it happy and buy it some more. I'm not going to argue with it. Is the Smashbox and Hood Witch Photo Finish Aurora Shield Primer Water. I also used up the Love Rituals Primer Water this year, as well as the Centering Citrus Primer Water. So I have really been enjoying these primer water, this particular formula this year. I use it over my makeup, And I find it does a similar thing to MAC Fix Plus to my foundation. So if I over powder or I cake it up too much on my skin, I spray this over and it kind of brings that life and youthfulness and takes away that cake for me on my skin. So really love the Photo Finish Primer Waters. I think they're a really great formula. The scents are amazing. I love the scents, and I'm gonna it smells so good. The Love Rituals one I think is probably my favorite, and then the Centering Citrus, and then the Aurora Shield. But they all smell great. They all smell amazing. It's just a matter of finding a scent that you like. And then my last favorite of the year, this was such a welcome surprise and discovery this year. It is my Glaminatrix Cosmetics single eyeshadows. Now I am so glad that I took the gamble and purchased from Glaminatrix Cosmetics this year. I almost have their entire collection. They have some of the most beautiful shimmer formulas that I have tried. They are really intense. They foil really well. They work extremely well by themselves. You don't even have to wet this formula. It works beautifully. The mattes are really nice and blendable. They have some really beautiful colors. They have some really bright, beautiful colors. They have a huge range of colors and products, and they did also come out with a eyeshadow palette this year. So depending on what you prefer, whether you prefer like designing your own single eyeshadow palette or whether you prefer buying an already curated eyeshadow palette, they kind of have everything for you. And they are an Australian brand, so you guys know I love supporting Australian brands. They also have bundles on their website, so you can customize your own like 6 set bundle, or you can buy all of the shimmers, you can buy the full shop, you can buy all the mattes. There's plenty of options there for you if you are wanting to buy like specific colors rather than just buy everything, but there is a little bit of a discount for you if you buy one of the bundles. Those are my beauty favorites for 2019. I tried to keep it quite concise and small and really focus on the products that I really loved and enjoyed this year. Make sure you let me know down in the comments what your favorite products for 2019 are. I would love to know so I could potentially try them in 2020. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you love yearly favorites. Also, if you're new around here, I hope you'll consider subscribing down below so you can keep up to date on all my videos. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you are having a fantastic Christmas day, and for those of you that don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're having a fantastic day anyway, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye, everyone.